Hey everyone, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again today with another G.I. Joe toy review for you. Today we are taking a look at Psych-Out. So this is the G.I. Joe Club exclusive subscription service figure from year 3. And I think this was the first figure in year 3 to be released. It's Psych-Out. He's a cool character. Originally came out I think in 1987. But this is the first time we've gotten the classic deco version of him. There was a Night Force version available in the 2013 Club exclusive convention set box set. But yeah, this is the first time it was available in his classic colors, so it's really cool looking. And again, it's available only through the subscription service or through a third party, as it's now almost a year past when it came out. So yes, I'm actually excited about this character. Psych-Out was one of those weird oddball characters that never rightfully fit in too well with most of the rest of the G.I. Joe line. So I'm excited to see kind of what updates they've done to the character to try to make him blend in a little bit better. But yeah, he's a cool looking character and I'm excited about it. And so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and dive into this thing, unbox it, and take a look and do a quick review for y'all today. So stick with us. Here we have Psych-Out. This one was available as part of the G.I. Joe Club exclusive subscription service. So essentially you sign up at the beginning of the year, and every month they send you 2 figures for whatever the price was. I did not sign up for that subscription service simply because the price point was a little bit more than what I wanted. Not knowing what the figures were going to be kind of was a detraction for me. So I didn't opt into the service. But I have picked up a few of these figures here, there, and abouts for the ones I really liked. And this is one of the ones that stuck out to me as I had to get it. Price-wise, this one isn't as desirable as some of the rest of them, so the prices have stayed pretty low so far. So you should be able to get this one fairly easily right now. This was part of, I guess it was the year 3 subscription service. So you see the regular artwork here in the back, and then the file card here. So very nice looking. The original figure I think came out in 1987. Might have been 88, but I think it was 87. I'll probably need to go back and check that to make sure, but still, cool looking figure. He always stood out a little bit as being one of those weirdo figures in the original vintage line, simply because it was really a crazy concept. He's got all these weird radar dishes all over him. It's just kind of hard to kind of put that together in your mind, I guess, but it's a really nice looking figure. But what we want to look at is, how nice is it up close and personal. So to do that, we've got our handy dandy little X-Acto knife, and we're just going to slice into it. And let's pop this thing out. So here's what we have. Now the file card itself, while still awesome, is pretty much recycling now. We've got the traditional figure stand, nice raised logo, and the code name on the front, Psych-Out. Let's go ahead and remove all these things. There is a little bit of tape holding some of these accessories in, so I'm just going to start out by cutting that tape off just to make it easier on us to get these things out. Got a small little gray pistol. We've got this crazy Geiger counter device. A really cool radar dish. And assault rifle. Some nice two-tone paint on that one, so really cool. We've got his crazy backpack that does open, so you can store stuff inside there. And then the figure himself, so this is everything that comes with the figure. He does have these crazy radar dishes on his arms as well, so. Alright, we'll go ahead and zoom in and take a closer look at the figure now. The figure stand is pretty much the same as all the rest of them. I don't know why I keep looking at these things, but I do. Accessory wise, we'll start with the rifle first. Move these to the side a little bit. So this is the assault rifle that comes with him, and it does have some basic detail work going on here. It does have the two-tone paint scheme going on, the silver and the black. So overall, it's a pretty nice looking gun. I'm not really fond of the design of sticking the handle this close to the clip and the stock, but we'll see how well it works here in a few minutes. We've got the regular little pistol here that he comes with. Again, some pretty nice detail work on it. Overall, really nice. We've got the standard handheld scanner device thing. Essentially, it was a Geiger counter when it was with Airtight. So I'm not sure what it is on this guy, but we also have this crazy broadcast antenna thing that just fits on the end of it, so it becomes some kind of radar communication beam emitter. Again, this it just has this single peg hole on the back end, and it just snaps straight into the big thing on the big button looking thing on the front. So yeah, pretty cool looking. Then he does have this really cool backpack. Some nice detail work on it. Traditional peg on the back of it. It does open up like so, and it's got the hinge on the side, which is pretty cool. And quite a bit of storage space in here. I don't know what will actually fit in here, but let's just try this thing. It won't fit. But his radar dish doesn't really fit either. And his gun doesn't really fit either, so I don't really know what we're doing here, but you can take his pistol and it'll fit in there. So I don't really know why they gave him one of these backpacks that open and close if you can't really store anything in there. But you have it anyways, and it looks nice anyways. Looking at the figure itself, it does have these other radar dishes or satellite dishes or some kind of dishes on them anyways. They are removable. They just kind of snap on in place and snap out. So nothing really crazy there. I guess if you're worried about losing them, you can store these things in the backpack. So I guess that's what it's for, maybe? I don't know. We'll go ahead and put that back on there. So the figure itself, it's a really nice representation of the original Vintage line figure. The sculpting work on this thing is pretty cool. got some really nice paint apps on it. He's got this shiny silver for his chest piece. Some nice detail work on the red straps. He's got a really nice face sculpt as well. He's got his crazy ear muff things and earpieces. And looking at the back of it, again, it's got a lot of nice detail work going on in here. Silver catches a lot of stuff. And he's got his crazy antenna on the back of his head from that original vintage line. This one is non-removable, and it's kind of a flimsy plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking it off. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking anyways. Oops. These things come off pretty easily actually, so just be mindful of that. Articulation wise, his head does turn 360 degrees and has a pretty good up and down motion, so nice. I'm going to pop that off for a minute. Shoulder joint is the traditional ball and rocker that we're used to. He's got ball and rocker at the elbow as well, and just a regular swivel at the wrist. So all in all, pretty nice. Works really well. Let's go ahead and take that other one off as well. The ab crunch feature is present and it works really well. The hip joint is the traditional T-hook that we're used to, so he can karate kick somebody pretty easily. Really good range of motion there. He does have a double knee joint and the traditional swivel and rocker at the ankle. So all in all, really good articulation, really good range of motion you can get this guy in. So yeah, it's a pretty cool looking figure. He was kind of a weird looking figure in the original line, and he's still kind of a weird looking figure in this new version of him, but it is really faithful to the original representation, and they did a really nice job here of recreating him. One of the things I will point out is that the original vintage line figure came with the red dish things instead of the black ones. They did release Psych-Out as part of the Night Force line in the 2013 convention exclusive box set, the Nocturnal Fire box set. So he had kind of a black color scheme going on, and strangely enough, he actually had the red radar dishes. So if you happen to have that particular figure, you can kind of swap out these dishes and recreate that original red look to get it a little bit more back in line with the original release. Other than that, it really looks really nicely. So his backpack should just peg in here. There it goes. It's a little tight to begin with, but fits on pretty nicely. Then he can, I guess, put his pistol in his backpack. And then we will grab his assault rifle and put it in his right hand. He grabs a hold of it really easily. No problem there. No problem holding on to it. No issues whatsoever. So pretty nice. I'll go ahead and add the dish back to the front of this here crazy weapon and stick it in his left hand. If I can get it to go on there. His thumb's kind of stopping it a little bit here. And the actual handle itself is kind of that real soft plastic, so it tends to bend when you're trying to attach it. But there we go. All better. and he's fully decked out and ready to go. So yeah, all in all, this is a pretty cool figure here. I'm really pleased with the way this one turned out. Again, it's kind of an oddball figure, and conceptually it doesn't match up really well with some of the other figures, at least in that era. But they did a really good job of translating it to the new Pursuit of Cobra line, or 25th anniversary, or whatever you're looking at. So yeah, really nice looking figure. That's our review for the G.I. Joe Club exclusive subscription service exclusive figure. Too many exclusive things in there. So anyways, Psych-Out. It's a really awesome figure. It's really a goofy character, but the translation to the new updated version is really outstanding. They did a great job with this. So yeah, I'd say go ahead and pick it up. It's a pretty cool looking figure, and it does bring back some of that nostalgia feeling from the original line. Again, he was a goofy figure, so he's still a goofy figure, but it's a good kind of goofy. So they did a really good job with the sculpting, and it just translated really well. So yeah, I'm happy with this figure. So that's pretty much all the time we've got for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Post some comments for us. And until next time, happy hunting, and Yo Joe.